Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragalia Foundry, a fan channel where everything Dragalia lost can be found. In today's video, I'm going to be summoning for Tiki on the Fire Emblem Kindred Ties Part 2 Summon Showcase. Tiki just came out today and I've been really excited to pull for her. I've saved up for a while, so we have over 400 summons at our disposal should it come to that. I decided to go ahead and summon today even though this is the first day this banner is available, because I'm pretty confident that if we manage to get Tiki, any resources we have left are just going to go toward the Part 1 Summon Showcase, which featured Chrom and Peony. So hopefully we manage to pull her with a decent amount of wiggle room so that we could actually try get Chrom and Peony, but if not, we're pretty much ready to go all in here regardless of what type of banner comes next. Obviously, you can see I have Mim walking along the home screen, hopefully to give us some luck since I did love her interactions with Tiki in the event story. And a lot more content is available in the event as of today, so I've had some fun checking that out. The only thing I really haven't tried yet is Coliseum, but I'm excited to try that from what I've been hearing from a lot more advanced players than myself about how much this has actually challenged them. So I'm hopeful I'll have the same experience. I'll definitely make a separate video about the new content in the event, like the Lunatic defensive battles, Chrom's trial, and then probably a separate video from that, just all about the Coliseum mode, since I'm really pumped for that. But today's video is going to be mainly focused on summoning. You can see that I actually have a small amount of Diamantium today, and first let's get into how that happened. We did get some new limited time packs today, so I want to cover those briefly and then we'll get into our actual summoning. The new pack that I want to note is mainly this Damascus Ingot pack. Basically, this pack, for $10, you get 700 Diamantium plus a Damascus Ingot, which gives you a free unbind on the 5-star weapon of your choice. I still think this is a pretty high value pack, even though we've moved into a world of 6-star weapons, so I decided to go for this one. The other pack I decided to get was the $10 Light Unbind Special. I think all of these Unbind Specials are very solid now that we have level 35 to level 40 Elemental Altars. Those do consume quite a bit of tier 4 orbs, and Champion's Testaments are always good to have as well. So I think that this is a pretty reasonable rate for what you're getting, and I decided to go for the light element since that's where I needed the most orbs, in part because I decided to also upgrade my rupee mines in the Halidom, which is totally optional. It's not necessarily worth it, but I just did so because I wanted a maxed Halidom. So ultimately I went for these two packs. That gave me a total of 400 Diamantium, and then I spent 5 of the Diamantium, or I bought 5 daily deals rather, which spent 150 Diamantium at 30 apiece. So that took me down to 1250, and then ultimately I just bought a weapon expansion for 50 to get myself to an even 1200, because I do need weapon slots now. There's lots of weapons to farm up, and I really don't want to have any Diamantium after all is said and done. But we're not going to do our Dream Special right away, because first we want to see who we get off the banner. We might actually end up getting one of the characters we're missing. I will share with you my lineup, just so you can see who else besides Tiki would be an exciting pull for us today. So for adventurers, we have Chelsea, Lazari, Jiangxia, and Tobias, who I don't have. So if you see any bows, axes, staves, or blades, or obviously daggers for Tiki, that would potentially be something that's good. And then for dragons, I don't have Ariel, Haster, and Andromeda. And there are other dragons for whom extra unbinds would always be welcome. So that's kind of the situation as far as what we're going for. Obviously, our main target is Tiki. We have a lot of resources to summon. I'll just spend a moment talking about Tiki. Tiki is a pretty cool character. Right now, unfortunately, she is kind of bugged out, so they're working on fixing her. But she is all about Dragon Transformation and Frostbite. Her two skills when she's in her human form boost her Divine Dragon Gauge to allow her to shapeshift, and then when she's a dragon, her first skill causes Frostbite, and her second skill deals extra damage to frostbitten foes. She has the Water Dragon Taste Co-ability, which apparently should apply to her skills, but right now it's not because of a bug. Her first ability basically is what allows her to have the special dragon form that she can shapeshift in and out of with a cooldown. Right now it seems like Dragon's Claws doesn't apply when she shapeshifts into it, but I'm not sure if that's actually a bug or that's intentional. I hope it's not intentional, because they are using the language that she shapeshifts here, which is the same language that's used on Dragon's Claws, so it could be a localization mistake, but it is kind of false advertising if shapeshift mechanics don't work with her, like Dragon's Claws. So I really hope that works. She has a cooldown anyway on toggling in and out of dragon form, so it's not like it's completely broken. I mean, it's still strong. That would be something really cool to do with her. She has burn res of 100% and frostbitten Punisher. So that's kind of Tiki. She's a pretty simple character. She's focused on the dragon form and frostbite. I don't know that she'll necessarily be that strong. One of the things about her dragon form is that she can actually be damaged while she's a dragon, even though she has increased defense. So that might limit her use cases a little bit, because a lot of strategies that we've developed are revolved around using your dragon transformation to tank things. And so you can be kind of careless when you're in a dragon form, overlap chasers with other players, use a skill to iframe it, basically sack your dragon. If you're Tiki, you might have to be a little bit mindful about not accidentally killing yourself while you are a dragon. Still, I think she'd be very fun to play, and her co-ability is also something unique about her. Standard attack damage plus 20% sounds very good, but do remember, this is only going to apply to your auto attacks, not your force strikes, and not any of your skills. So characters who want this are ones for whom auto attack is a pretty important part of their kit. So that would include people like Mega Man, Pipple, which I realize I say people, and neither Mega Man nor Pipple are actually people in a sense, but let's say Durant as another example of a character who really just wants to focus on buffing himself and using basic attacks rather than using skills. So those are the types of units for whom standard attack damage is probably very good. The one thing I'm not sure about here is whether this applies to dragon auto attacks as well. With dragon auto attacks, there's an ability called Dragon Damage, which boosts both your dragon auto attacks and your dragon skills. So I'm just not sure if this would apply to, say, Tiki when she is in her divine dragon form. Hopefully it does. That would make her much better if that's the case, because it seems like she really wants to be in divine dragon form to do good damage. I don't think her base form damage is that good. So hopefully that does work for her, but that remains to be seen, at least for me. We'll probably know soon as people data mine and as people who actually have Tiki test her, but with the glitchiness around her release, I don't know that we can take at face value anything as far as how she's playing right now until they patch her up a little bit. Still, despite all of that, we are going to go for her. Really cool thing, I just have to say it, the 0.8% appearance rates here. I think that that's awesome. They gave Tiki this rate instead of 0.5%. It is a cute nod to the fact that she is a dragon. I don't know if they'll do this permanently in the future. For other one-of focused characters on Part 2 banners, normally 0.8% is the rate you see for 5-star dragons, but they decided to give the same rate to Tiki as opposed to 0.5%. I hope they just keep doing this permanently, but either way, I'm happy that they did it for Tiki. So let's get started with our summoning. This many minutes into the video, I apologize if you're just here for the summoning, but I have to give all the preamble, set the scene for what we're about to do. It's going to be sad to see our collection diminish as far as our Wormite and summon vouchers, but we're going to start off with our singles. I already have one single from the daily summon, so we're going to do 9 more, and then we'll consider 10 folds at that point, but I think we might want to go with 20 singles. We'll see if we get anything good. I think given the amount of singles that we have to go through, I am going to try skip these, and hopefully we don't get anything too exciting that we regret skipping. But so far we've gotten some 3-star dragons, so nothing crazy yet. I'm not missing any 4-star characters at this point, so it's really just Tiki or bust for us, or at least 5 stars or bust for us. We saw in the Dream Summon, even among the 5 stars, our odds of getting something new are fairly low. Alright, we haven't gotten anything wild yet, but we did get a unicorn for some good Eldwater. Let's let this one play out. I saw that dove there. That means we're going to get at least a 4-star. Maybe if it's a dagger, it'll change into a 5-star. But it's an axe, so let's go ahead and skip. And I think we're looking at going to 62 here. After this, we'll back out to confirm that that's what we want. But I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yep, so our appearance rate has gone up. I think because this is a normal showcase with normal rates, let's go ahead and try increase it again. We have so many singles that we do want to go through these. So now we're going to try go down to 52. And, I mean, obviously if we get Tiki, we're not going to complain. Although if we skip past her, that would be kind of sad. But I think saving time is worth it. We could be here for a while. I know a lot of players have probably gone all in for some of these Fire Emblem characters, or maybe they spent some resources on Golemars and haven't had that much able to summon with. But hopefully, if you were going for any of the Fire Emblem characters, you got what you were looking for. Thankfully, I think what really helped me was I was around last year, and so I did pick up Marth, Veronica, and Fjorm last year. And I didn't have to really go for any of them on their showcase, which could have been a pretty big resource sink. It took us everything we had last year to pull Veronica. She was the one who wouldn't show up on that banner until the very end. And I believe, if I remember correctly, we actually got her off a special Platinum Summon Showcase using Diamantium after we spent all of our Wormite at that time. So this should be summon number 20. I think this is probably a good time to start doing the tenfolds. Yeah, so we've increased our pity rate twice. We do have some tenfold vouchers, so let's think about this. Like, if we start a tenfold now, maybe we break our pity rate, then we could go down to 32 and then down to 12. So I think that this makes sense for us. Hopefully we do break our pity rate here. We could end up taking another tenfold, but it looks like we're getting a 5-star. I hope that it's Tiki. Please. Oh, 2 5-stars. Sweet. Okay, dragon, dagger. Let's go. Let's go. That's gotta be Tiki. Bring it home. If it's Mitsuba, I will be so sad. We went so far to get Mitsuba. Oh, Corsaint Phoenix. She's such a great dragon. I really like Corsaint Phoenix. This is nice. This is a great pickup for me. Alright, Lindworm. Let's go! Tiki, you came home so fast! Thank you, Tiki. What are we gonna do now? We didn't even spend any Wormite. I think we're gonna have to audible, y'all. I think... Should we just start summoning in this video for Chrom and Peony, or should we let that be a separate video? I don't know. Maybe I need a moment to collect my thoughts here as we upgrade her. There's no reason for us to keep summoning on her banner. Obviously, we got her. She's the only focus unit. We got her so fast. Let's just admire here a little bit this adorable Manakete. I really like her model. I think they did an excellent job with the details on her cloak. I mean, I think it's just so adorable. I'm almost sad to be using her in dragon form most of the time because she's so precious. But the dragon's cool. Oh, she still talks in her normal voice. I thought I was like expecting a dragon roar at that point. Okay. Wow. I mean, what should we do? I don't know. I think what I'll do today is I'll go ahead and build up Tiki, and then I will come back and show off some gameplay of her, unfortunately in her bug state, but just to give a glimpse into her character. And we will wait another day to do our summoning for Chrom and Peony with our new stash of resources that we are so fortunate to have. And at that time, after we've done all that summoning, we'll make a determination about what to use our dream summon on based on the results. This was obviously very insane. Most of this video was not even spent summoning, but I hope you enjoy the gameplay that I'm about to share of Tiki. I guess since today is a Monday, I will go with some expert High Brunhilde play and see how she does there. Might be kind of tough. I don't know how good she is, but we'll see. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really hope your luck was as good as mine. I can't believe we're out of this like that. Man, I had really saved up a lot. Maybe I should have gone for Galamars. We'll find out when we go for Crom and Peony, though. That could be pretty brutal for us. We'll see. Thank you, as always, for watching and supporting the channel. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you next time.